With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
319. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
8 yards to go.
Shut 319. Come on, baby.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw is Rodgers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's Vic following the interception. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check back 11, check back 11. 65, 65, 65.
First down, Vic. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Vic, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On third down, Vic dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Vic to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Julius Peppers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's complete to Sharp. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Vic now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now here's Vic. Forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Warren. Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 67 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Ravens 14, Visitors 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to look deep for more. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick being chased out left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A first down throw coming for Vick. Steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Vick steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on third down. Vick dancing to his left. Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is caught for the 2 points. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Every day, any day.
From the gun, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Vick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick trying to lay into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on second down. Vick, he completes this into the hands of Miller. On third down, Vick out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He can run for it. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Miller running right. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Miller. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Miller on the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Vick buying time to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but now Vick stripped. He lost the football. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to retake the lead. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On second down, Vic again. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Vic readies to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Back now in Baltimore, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Tucker's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Here's Michael Vick. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Vick dancing to his, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Moore, 51 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the red zone now, Vick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Rodgers to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Green 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Green 18.
Back to throw. Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Rodgers looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.